Hi, my name is Arthur Edwards. The TED presentation that I chose to go over today was the one with John Wooden. It was called the difference between winning and succeeding. Apparently, John Wooden, the great basketball coach of UCLA, his the main speech was about how success doesn't always equal satisfaction. Like he stated here, as quoted, he said, "You can lose when you outscore somebody in a game, and you can win when you outscore." So we're just saying that in time period he was feeling different ways about things, um, and that's how he felt about the situation as far as winning and losing, because he wanted his students first to understand that they are student athletes. And with how college basketball is today, I look at how a lot of schools they recruit kids because of their talent, but he wanted them to understand you have talent, but also that you want to be a student athlete first. And the way, and also he's very replicable person in the sports figure. I follow him a lot. He had people like Al Cinder, also Bill Walton, some of the few players that came out of there that he coached them and had them go to the pros. There was some of his great protege. Well, Lou Alcindor was Abdul-Jabbar, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from the hook shot. Um, but the thing he really speaks like on the adventure. Like he really is kind of more of an inspiration to me. That's the kind of effect he have. He has a real awareness, and it is really some things are resonating when he said piece of piece of thought for self satisfaction. That is, people do want to have satisfaction when they come through these type of situation. They want to be involved with satisfaction of being great and overall. And and he was very, and how it's evolving. It goes into how he was very expressive, and he has a story that he tells. He really gives you a story of how success, again, that I can say is up and down, and it can be a great thing to be successful, but also with success, they also have failures. Um, and he really like when it's something that he quoted as far as how his great storytelling, and it's also how he was very persuasive in saying that a quote that he had is no writing words, no written words, no spoken plea can teach our youth what they should be. And that's a great quote. I really understand it because you know there's a lot of things you taught and spoken to, and the youth understand that they should be great, but at the same time they got to be taught to be great. They have to understand to read the things that's out there, and his facts was factual on it. He really brought my attention. His presentation was insightful, um, as stated in the book. He really had like could captivate the audience. The audience was charged and understand where he was coming from, and he really explained to people how the success of his basketball career doesn't always, I mean, his coaching career doesn't always distinguish how successful you are. And he said that he told like some of the players they don't need to criticize another player on the court. He get paid for that. But then also, and he made sure that he made some funny gesture about how it's the way it is, and and what I can say when he really came to call to action when he stated that you know always learn from someone and try to be the best. That is real. That is true. I mean, you have to really to be the best. You have to also, well, let me rephrase it. To be a leader, you have to know how to follow. That is something that I know of. There's no way you can lead somebody if you don't know how to follow yourself and how to teach men how to follow. But at the end of the day, he really was great in what he presented. And John Wooden, I gotta give him, he was a great example of what being a successful presenter is and going through his life and channels. And I thank him so much, and I thank y'all for listening, and y'all have a great night.